Hey guys, it's me, cyoubx, and this is another voiceover unboxing, which is unfortunate because it's not something that I planned. The original video had really crappy audio, and it just wasn't really usable for the video, so I removed it, and right now this is a voiceover. Now the only part that's a voiceover is what you're seeing here, which is purely the unboxing. The first impressions I still have not yet filmed. At the time of this audio recording, I haven't even turned the cube yet. So, after I unbox this, I will actually be switching over to the camera again and giving my first impressions of the cube. But of course, this is just the unboxing, and this is an unboxing of the FangCun from SpeedCubeShop. Thank you, Cameron, a ton for sending this. I really wasn't expecting to be able to test this. It's it's a cube that's been intriguing me for really a couple months, or no, that's a lie. Whenever it was first announced, it was at least a month, I think. So I've been trying to know a lot about this cube, and to actually have it in my hands now is pretty surreal. So as you can see, the box is pretty much exactly like the Lunhoi made by Diane. This, of course, is a FangCun, and to be honest, it's a knockoff. There's always a slight chance that FangCun and Diane had some sort of partnership going, and so it's legal. The other possibility is that FangCun is sort of a division of Diane, sort of like Xingxiang Ghost Hand, but I find that really unlikely. So for this video, I'm assuming it's a knockoff. There's a slight chance I'm incorrect, but until I know otherwise, I'm going to treat this cube as a knockoff. And in the review, I'm going to discuss it both objectively and then subjectively. But of course, this is just the unboxing and first impressions, so I am indeed treating it as a knockoff. So yeah, you can see how the cube is really dusty. I don't know. It's nothing major. But yeah, so the cube is unboxed now. So I'm actually going to turn over to the camera again so that I can actually turn the cube and give my first impressions. Hey guys, I'm back and I'm going to do the first turns and first impressions of the cube now. Unfortunately, the battery on the new camera died, so I'm back to using the old camera, but it's still HD, so that's all good. First, let's just take a look at the stickers. The white seems pretty bright. The other colors to me actually look the same as the Diane ones. The yellow might be a little bit better, but not by much. So it's definitely something that I would replace eventually at some point, but right now they seem okay. Let's actually look at a piece before we turn it, and you can see how it is pretty much exactly like a Diane cube. We won't go into pieces in too much detail right now, but you can see that it is exactly like Zhanchi. Actually, the torpedo looks pretty thin, so that might be different. Actually, let's just look at a corner, and we'll see. Okay, so there are some differences. From what I can tell, the curves are a lot sharper on this, and but overall the piece it looks the same. One thing that I am pretty curious about is actually the center cap, and that's interesting. Let me pick a different one. Yeah, see, that's okay. This is kind of what I was looking at. I know it's not in focus, but that really doesn't matter. In the middle of the center cap, can you see how it's kind of fuzzy, or it seems scruffed up? On a regular Zhanchi, well, I mean, this is a Camcuber Zhanchi, but on a Zhanchi, you can see that there's a logo in the middle. Again, this isn't in focus, but I don't think it matters. There is a logo, Diane's logo, obviously. On this, there isn't. It's flush, but it is scruffed at the middle. So what this kind of tells me is that this is actually just a recasted Zhanchi. Like, it's a knockoff. And the only thing that they did was basically remove the logos that were made of plastic, obviously, from the Zhanchi. So that's why it's scruffed up, and then they just recasted the pieces. So ethically, yeah, I'm not too happy about this. There's always a slight chance that they kind of either bought the rights to produce this cube or have a partnership with Diane. Do I really believe that personally? No, I don't. I do think this is a straight up knockoff. But again, it's something that I will definitely talk about in the review. For the first impressions, though, it's not all that important. Let's just actually turn this, because I know that's what you want to know. And it's pretty awful. It's not good. It feels exactly like the first Zanchi that I ever got, which was with the old plastic. I don't think this is the old plastic, though. I think what it is just the lube. Yeah, you can see how there's like a coating near the base of the edge. It seems like some sort of silicone spray. I think what Cameron was referring to in his video was D39, which is an orange can, very popular in Asia. So I think that's what this is lubed with. And the Zanchi that I got was lubed with something similar. So I think that's what accounts for the similar feel. As far as actual performance of the cube goes, it's really fast, especially for something out of the box. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, not bad. Center cap fell off. Yeah. So, first impressions, as a whole, not that impressed, especially considering it's a knockoff. Performance-wise, if I didn't care about knockoffs at all, it's not bad. Out of the box, best cube I've ever used, hands down. The feel, when turning slow, it's almost rubbery. Like when you turn it slowly, it kind of just, you can see it's not the smoothest. It kind of just jumps like that. But when turning fast, it feels no worse than really any other cube that I've used. It's very controllable, and I quite like it, but overall, not bad. I think this cube is something that I will enjoy. Yeah, if you have any questions about this cube, leave a comment. I will try to answer it in the review, but first impressions, it's not a bad cube. We'll see how it goes within a week, maybe 2 weeks. But yeah, I'll try to get the review up as soon as possible. And yeah, thank you, Cameron, for sending this to me. I'm very grateful. Really did not expect this. And thank you all for watching. Toodles.